What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Apex Wiffle YouTube channel. And exactly 1 year ago today, I had the idea of putting Apex Wiffle on YouTube. I couldn't thank everyone enough for everything that's happened the past year. We're going to go over some stuff that happened on YouTube, some of our accomplishments, recognize some people that helped out and contributed the most, and we'll just go from there. First of all, in 1 year, we're going to do the statistical stuff first. In 1 year, we gained 81 subscribers. Now, in my opinion, when I started YouTube, first of all, I was thinking we're either going to have a lot or we're not going to have any. Like, I thought, we're probably going to have like a dozen subscribers. But in my opinion, I can work with 81. I can work with what we got right now. Definitely would like more. By next year, I'm hoping to have 200 subscribers. I'm hoping, because the goal is with these 1 year in review stats to do better than the previous year. So I'm hoping in a year we have more than 100 subscribers. We gain more than 100 subscribers, I mean. We had a total of 15,349 video views. That was a lot, and a lot of it has to do with some of our most popular videos, which we'll give mention to those in a bit, but that was a good amount of views. I appreciate, and we did all that in 68 videos. From the bottom of my heart, whether you are subscribed or not, I appreciate everyone that watched an Apex Wiffle Ball video. It would mean a lot more if you did subscribe, but thanks for the views, and those views added up to 446.7 hours of watching Apex Wiffle Ball, which is the equivalent if you were to watch Apex Wiffle Ball videos for a little over 18 days straight. So, to me, I feel like that's pretty good watch time. I am much appreciative of that. Now we're going to go into the personal stuff. We had a total of 98 players appear on this channel. Now, these are only players that appeared in the Winter League and the 2022 Summer League. But I still want to give a big shout out to a bunch of the players that played in only our 2021 Summer League. Because of you guys, and because of how popular the 2021 Summer League was as a whole, that got us on YouTube in the first place. Because in my head, I was like, you know what? People want to see more game clips. People want to see videos. You know what? Let's go to YouTube. Let's try something new. And it's been great ever since. I appreciate everything those guys did. I appreciate the people in the Winter League, and I appreciate people in the Summer League. Now, there were a total of 16 teams. Now, the gentlemen obviously count as one team, even though they played in both leagues. And we use Pine Tar and the Penta Stuffed Oreos are definitely the same franchise. The only franchise that would be a confusion that I am counting as two different franchises is the Zoo and the 919 Punishers are two different franchises, despite it kind of being a conversion. 16 teams, and rather you played a total of our number one team, which we're going to get into in a bit, played 19 games. Rather you played 19 games on YouTube, or rather you played one game on YouTube. It means a whole lot to me. And I appreciate you coming to the park and letting me film you, and you showing off your athleticism and your likeliness on our videos. Let's get into, but speaking of the 19 games, we're going to get into the top 5 teams out of the 16 that played in the most games. The first team I want to say first and foremost is the Gentlemen, especially in the Winter League. Really just the Winter League, but especially in the Winter League, they were there when I needed them the most, and they kind of built the foundation that carried us into the Summer League. And they're still a very entertaining team to watch. So they had 19 games. We used Pine Tar, another team that played in 2 seasons. They played 13 games. And again, another team, they wanted to be back. and they were always there when I wanted them to. I actually remember a specific day where they had a game. They eventually played the Zoo, but they had a game and it got canceled on them last second. And it was freezing though. It just got done snowing, and they're like, we don't care how cold it is. We're gonna pull up. We want to pull up. Get us an opponent. Because I was just gonna postpone that game actually, but they're like, no, give us an opponent. But I appreciate it. 13 games for We Use Pine Tar. The 919 Punishers played 11 games on YouTube as well. The new rising franchise, always down to scrimmage, always down to play. I love being on this team. I love saying that this is my own team, and I'm hoping to see much more 919 Punishers games, and hopefully many more to come, especially hopefully we can make a playoff run and play more games than other teams. The next team, the Zoo. They were our Winter League Division champions. They didn't win the championship because they weren't around to play the championship, but they won the most games in regular season play, so they won the Winter League Division. The Mountain Lovers was also another team that they just wanted to be around alive. It also had to do because they were in the wild card, but they also played 7 games, so on YouTube. So thank you to those 5 teams. Now, the top 5 most viewed videos. Coming in at number 5, we have Game 1 between the Barnyard and the Gentleman with 537 views. Then we have the opening day video, Game 1 between the Barnyard and the 919 Punishers, which is 562 views. Then we had after every season, as you notice, we make a compilation of things like every strikeout, every home run, no-hitters, nasty pitches, etc. The video that showed every home run in the 2022 season got 721 views. And then the number 1 video, I was so happy to see this in the process. I was absolutely shocked. The Gentleman Barnyard. Oh, first of all, the 919 Punishers in the Barnyard has 925 views. Guys, go watch that video. It was a good video in my opinion. And it only needs 75 more views to get to 1,000. Our second video with over 1,000. But not only is our number 1 video over 1,000, it's actually over 2,000 views with 2.5 thousand views. Game 2, Gentleman vs. Barnyard. I appreciate everyone who came out to that game and filmed it and was there to play. It was a good game. It was an interesting game as well. Next, we're going to go into the top 5 teams that had the most views, the most collective views. A lot of it does have to do with the teams that played in the most games. But then we're also going to do the top 5 average views. So how we kind of did the average views was we added up all the views, divided it by number of appearances you were on YouTube, and then we put it out there. So the number 1 most viewed team was the Gentleman, played more games than anyone else, and had 5,171 video views. Next is the Barnyard. A lot of it does definitely have to do with their 2,000 video views, but they also they were involved in every top 5 game. The home run compilation video is a compilation video, but every other game the Barnyard was in with our 4 most popular viewed games. Their other game wasn't that popular, but combined they had 4,576 views. The third team with the most views, they were in they have the number 2 and the number 4 most popular videos, and they've been in a bunch of other games that gotten over 100 views. The 919 Punishers with 2,449 views. Next is a team that played the second most amount of games, and they've also they've been in the hundreds a few times, especially in the Winter League and especially early in the Summer League. We Use Pine Tar with 2,059 views. And then the 5th one was a team that only played in the Winter League. It was the Zoo, yet again, with 1,032 video views, including the opening day video, the first ever game that it had, I believe, 288 views on it. But the Zoo combined in 7 games had 1,032 video views. Next, we're going to do average views. So basically, it was your views divided by how many games you played. Number one was obviously the Barnyard, averaging 915 views every time they played. Next was the Gentleman, averaging 272 video views. Then the 919 Punishers, averaging 223. And then it was actually the Cyclones, my original franchise. We had that very popular opening day video with 288. And then we had games in the hundreds, upper hundreds, for the next two games that we played in, when we played the Smoking Hot Pitches and when we played the Gentleman. So that got our average views to the fourth best, or the 168 average video views. And then the number 5 was we used Pine Tar with 158. Now, that was team stuff. Let's go with individual. Big shout outs to a bunch of individuals, because I couldn't have done this by myself. Yes, I am looking into getting some more co-commissioners to be there with me at the games. There are a lot of people that help me behind the scenes. I fed ideas off them, and these guys are people that always had my back from day one. Now, not including games that I didn't play in or didn't have any athletic ability in. So, obviously, I'd be in every video because I'm the cameraman. But only including games you play in, and any time you're on any highlight video or any hype video or any compilations, like every home run, every strikeout, anything like that. Only if you're on the positive side. Obviously, if you're only there getting struck out, I'm not going to count that. And it's only once per each video. So anyhow, let's get into the top 5. Number 5, representing We Use Pine Tar, Ryan Watson with 21 video views. He definitely came to his own. He showed up to every game We Use Pine Tar was invited to. And on top of that, he was in both home run videos, because he hit 2 home runs in the Winter League, and he had another 2 in the Summer League. Then he also was in the nastiest pitches for both, because he had some good pitches when he had the one mound visit in the Winter League against the Equal Strikes. And he was also in both every strikeout video, as well as I believe he was also in the 2022 hype video. One of his home runs made it. We have a 2-way tie for third, which one of them is myself, but the other one is a guy who, out of the Winter League and the Summer League, first of all, he was at every game he could have played in the Winter League, plus even filled in for a team he wasn't even on and didn't even know any of those guys before he showed up. I just needed another guy, and I called him, and he showed up. Played in the Winter League Championship for the Corn Dogs, played on the Zoo, played a big role on the Zoo, showed up to every game he could on the Zoo, and then made his own team with the 919 Punishers, is the captain of it, helps me out big time with behind the scenes stuff, and he also he only missed one series, which one of those videos actually didn't even get filmed because my phone died or something. So he only really wasn't in one video. And then he showed up to a couple scrimmages. He had home runs in both leagues. The only thing is he wasn't really a pitcher, but he did have one strikeout when he came in to throw, so he was in the every strikeout video for the Summer League. And then he was also in both hype videos, without a doubt. Matthew Hensel, captain of the 919 Punishers, with 27 video views along with myself. Video appearances, not views. Video appearances. The number 2 guy, this guy is in everything. He missed a few games, including a very crucial game that was the only loss his team had in the Winter League. And the only two losses that he had in the Summer League regular season, he wasn't there. Between the Summer League and the Winter League, this guy actually only lost one game. But anyhow, we're not going into statistics with wiffle ball. So this guy missed only 3 games out of 19 that he was invited to. So he was in 16 out of 19 games, as well as he was in both seasons home runs, both seasons every strikeout, both seasons nastiest pitches, both seasons highlight reels, and contributes very good. There's a reason why we call him MVP. Number 2 in video appearances with 29 video appearances, John Kinnair. And now let's talk about number 1. This guy, he understands the league very well. He's been here from the start. He's very involved with helping out the league as well. He showed up to 17 out of 19 potential video appearances. Missed 1 series. He was also in both leagues, every strikeout video, both leagues home runs, both leagues hype videos, he was also involved in some top 10 plays this year. So that also made a difference maker. This guy was in some top plays. And that guy is Owen Chittister of The Gentleman. Appeared in more videos than anyone else with 30 videos. I know this video is going on a little long. I'm saying a lot of different stuff. But I truly mean all this from the bottom of my heart as a commissioner. First of all, it wouldn't mean a lot if you go subscribe. Basically, we're starting another year. I feel I'm in my head right now, we're starting from 0. And it's trying to be better than last year. To me, January 1st isn't the new year, December 1st is. So, from the bottom of my heart to every one of the 98 players involved, whether you played in the 30 videos or you appeared in 1, and rather you appear in another 30 videos next year, or rather you appear in 1 more video next year, or rather you just never appear again because of whatever circumstances, or rather you never even appeared in a video but you did play in the 2021 Summer League, I just want to thank all of you. Because without you guys, none of this would have been possible. I was just a kid in the summer of 2021 who wanted to play some wiffle ball with some of his friends and hoping we can get 4 teams to play a little round robin, maybe in 8 games, maybe at 6, maybe even 9 game season, whatever. Everyone plays each other 3 times and we would have went off from there and went on with our lives. But who would have known that I had 15 teams sign up, I had another 9 participate in the Winter League, I had another 6 participate in the 2022 Summer League, in a very competitive league. And who would have known that I would be on YouTube for wiffle ball for a whole year? Who would have known that I would have been a creator of a wiffle ball league for a year and a half? So, with that just being said, I want to thank every single one of y'all. We're just getting started. I am hoping for bigger and better things for 2023. Maybe some scrimmages, maybe some video ideas, definitely some more YouTube shorts. I got to give a big shout out to this guy and some of these guys. First of all, I was in the car on the way to doing some Black Friday shopping with some of my friends, and Brendan Patience, my teammate on the 919 Punishers, gave me an idea to upload YouTube shorts. And our first YouTube short of Jack Litt hitting the furthest home run in Apex Wiffle Ball got almost 2,000 views, and a video of me hitting a homer in the Summer League got 1,500 views. So I can't thank Brendan enough for the shorts ideas. You'll be seeing some more YouTube shorts, hopefully some scrimmages, maybe some compilations, maybe some player highlights, maybe some team highlights. Who knows? But it's going to be a fun off season, and then we're just going to have to wait and see for 2023. So with that being said, this is AP. Go ahead and subscribe to Apex Wiffle Ball, and let's make 2023 a great year. Signing out.